Welcome back. This is Patty Bennett with PattyStamps.com. Welcome to one of my stamping tutorials. Today we are talking about these beautiful cards made with Stampin' UP products. This particular card is made with the Window Box Thinlit die, page 43 in the Occasions catalog. I am currently filming this in January 2017, so that's where you will find it right now and for the next few months. The Occasions catalog runs through May 31st. All right, so this looks maybe a little complicated, little confusing. It does make these beautiful boxes, but it also, you can use these other pieces in here to make other things. So that's what we're going to do today. This is what the die looks like when you lift it off of the sheet that the whole set comes in. I have put it in the Big Shot just on Whisper White paper. This is 3 1/4 inches square, and I have run that through the Big Shot. Now I have it on my foam mat, and let me show you how easy it is to pop it out of the paper. One of the things that you'll really find helpful with die cutting in your Big Shot is to also have the foam mat and the die brush. This comes as a set, and sorry, I know this is probably loud. You just roll it over any of your dies that you have die cut on cardstock, and it helps both release the die from the paper, and it also helps all those little intricate pieces come out. Now there may be just a couple that sort of hang on in there, and you can just either take your fingernail or you use your piercing tool and just poke out anything that remains. So usually they mostly come out. I just had like, what, 3 or 4 left there. So this is the pretty design that you will find this die will cut for you. And all I have done on these cards is to put a 3 by 3 piece of designer paper behind here. So let me show you that. So on those die cuts that I just showed you how to do, all I have behind here is a piece of designer paper. They're all a little bit different, and this is a totally terrific way to use up some scraps of designer paper or even just plain cardstock. You could sponge onto cardstock behind there, you could watercolor, but I just had a few scraps here from different sets, and I thought, well, let's just see how they look. So I wanted to try this fruit stand paper. Look how pretty. You get so many different colors coming through there. So that's just a piece of the floral paper with the fruit on it from Fruit Stand. Love that. Let's see. Oh, on the other side you have this pretty pink, so then you'd get a real nice sort of a pale, more subtle look. Here is some little confetti from the Tasty Treats, and again that gives you a nice subtle look. Let's see what's, oh, brown. Well, that's even pretty. That would make a lovely maybe wedding or anniversary card. Here is some lemon printed paper from the Fruit Stand. That gives a very nice effect. I like that. Let's see, the apples. Can't say I'm wild about that, but you never know, could work. Let's see, I think we tried that. Yeah, the pink and the Fruit Stand. I love all that paper. And then from Blooms and Bliss, this one is nice because it gives you lots of different colors coming through there. I had tried that, I think, on a couple of my samples, and here's another, the back of that one. That's lovely. And it just depends what you like. You can do a high contrast like this with the darker color through it. You can do something very soft like this pink that we just tried. And you can do something bolder with lots of colors. So just give that a try. It's really fun. Great way to use up your extra pieces. And to attach this together, all I did was grab my adhesive. You can use whichever adhesive you like to use. And I just put a little bit on the 4 corners and then put this piece behind there. And I found that a 3 by 3 piece will cover up that die cut image. So you just have that on the back, and then you would put that onto your card, you know, however you would like to make it. I did some of these on white. I did some of them on color. I think this would be stunning on the raspberry. Wouldn't that be a lovely look? So on these, I have used some different papers from the Occasions catalog, and this is from the Falling in Love stack. So these were some of the papers I used here and here on those. And all of these, by the way, are available at pattystamps.com. You just click shop online and it'll take you right to my store. Then the Succulent Garden, this has some great patterns for this technique. So you can see that I've used those here. And I also used, behind this one, this is actually from the Cupcakes and Carousels. So let me just find that one real quickly. I think it was, no, it wasn't that one. It was this one. Interestingly enough, that's what's behind here. So that just is so interesting to lay this over different patterned papers and see what you come up with. It's a great way to go through your paper and find some fun things. So this is what the window box die looks like. You get all of these pieces. We just used this for the center of these cards. And then I had previously blogged this one, and it's just this square, which has some hearts, and I die cut it 5 times along the bottom of the white cardstock so that the red shows through. So you can see that you can use these in lots of different ways. You don't have to make a box. There are lots of fun things to do with this Window Box Die Thinlit set. All right, so play with that and experiment and see what you think about putting all these different beautiful papers behind the die cut. Have fun with that. Let me know if you have any questions. You can leave me a thumbs up or a comment, and I'd be happy to reply. Thanks for joining me.